Now, it was only a couple of weeks ago on this program we were talking about a possible early election, a summer election in the UK. And overnight, that's exactly what we got, with Rishi Sunak calling a poll for the first week of July. With the Conservatives trailing terribly in the polls, it looks like being an inevitable switch to Labor and a damp squib of an election, which is what it looked like too, as the London weather rained on the Prime Minister's Downing Street announcement.
Earlier today, I spoke with His Majesty the King to request the dissolution of Parliament. The King has granted this request, and we will have a general election on the 4th of July.
Yeah, it's pretty dismal, wasn't it? And a protester was blaring out the 90s hit "Things Can Only Get Better," which has been used in the past as a Labor campaign song. All a rather desultory affair, as the PM's surprise move got off to a pretty dreary start.
Will deliver a secure future for you, your family, and our United Kingdom.
It's London. Wouldn't someone carry an umbrella for the bloke? You've got to wonder why Sunak would go now, though, given he can easily wait till early next year to have this election. A couple of weeks ago, we floated one theory, and Rishi Sunak can go any time till January next year, but there's a bit of speculation he might go early. How seriously are people taking that he might go to the polls in June or July?
And so the argument goes that if the Conservatives do particularly badly in this election and particularly lose those key mayoralties, then there'll be a push on within the party to get rid of Rishi Sunak. And instead of him having to face that push in the party, he'll just call an election. That's the theory.
Well, yes, it was a theory. Alexander Downer wasn't really into it then, and even today he's told me he thinks it's more about the economy, with Sunak seizing some welcome inflation news. But Downer doesn't think it'll do him much good.
It's such a shock to call the election 6 months before he has to, and to announce it in the rain and the way he did has just encouraged ridicule, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it was a pretty inauspicious start, all right. I'll have more from Alexander Downer later in the program.